Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Thinking Cap, and in today's video, we're going to be bringing you two free hit 4 drafts from the most elite FPL content creators on the scene. It's your boy FPL Stark from the Peer Pressure Podcast. What's up, Starky? How you doing, man?
Bit
Oh,
cold, lad. Hey.
do
Sorry.
you see that?
Just preparing.
You see what Palmer put on his story a while back? Skinned by Palmer, yeah? Is that you? Yeah, did you keep him? Got skinned by
Mate,
Palmer.
just preparing for game week 5, my celebrations when he dunks on Man United at Old Trafford.
No chance. You haven't beaten us at Old Trafford since 2013. There's absolutely no way you're going to beat us with Bayern midweek. So let's see what happens in that week. But anyways, in game week 4, there's some pretty good fixtures. You want to hop into my team first? You want to hop into your team? We're going to flow back in and out with the data as well. Where do you want to start today, Stocky boy?
Let's see what Benji's cooking, eh?
Of course, of course. Okay. This is where my free hit draft is at the moment. I was in a back 5 setup beforehand, but I've gone to a back 4 because I just think it's a little bit risky to go 5 at the back, even though I know some analytical models are recommending that. I've gone with Allison and Virgil van Dijk purely because, look, I love the Liverpool attackers. I'm hot on Florian Wirtz, maybe an Ekitike becomes fit from internationals, but ultimately, I just think Liverpool will get their second clean sheet of the season here. I think Van Dijk can definitely get a bullet header, and Allison, I just see that as a lock clean sheet. So I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking I'm getting to Liverpool. I'm thinking definitely 6 points minimum. Obviously, Mo Salah there. Triple Palace. Yes, I'm a little bit concerned about Mateta just because Adam Wharton injury, Ismail Assar injury, Keno injury as well. So I'm a little bit concerned with the Palace attack, but I think it's how many cleans stock? Two and three, I believe it is for
Yeah,
Palace. So their defense is
2
just, I mean, you saw it firsthand at Stamford Bridge, didn't you? Where you guys failed to win on the opening weekend. But
Wait,
anyways,
Who are United playing? I need to get triple defense who's playing
Man
against
City.
United.
There's no way you're tripling up on Man City, bro.
On a room as a lock.
Haha, yeah, right. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, I've gone for Joachim Anderson. That spot, look, it depends how hard I'm going on Fulham, but he's definitely my favorite Fulham defender if I'm going there. And then I've gone, I really think that Newcastle players are the edge on free hit. Nobody has Newcastle players. So I've gone with Elanga plus Barnes. I think Barnes is the most safe in my team just because I think Gordon suspended. I think one of his other, Jacob Ramsey, I think he's injured as well. So the minutes look really good for Barnes. And then Semenyo, I've gone with Semenyo. I was just talking to my buddy last night, and he's saying Brighton. I'm sorry, he thinks they're absolutely shit. He thinks that City should have won, and I do agree. I don't think Brighton are a great defense. Semenyo's looked incredible. Even you told me Semenyo looked incredible against Tottenham, even though he didn't come out with a return, right?
Yeah, definitely. They dominated Tottenham, but what I would say is, what on your comment with regards to Brighton being shit, I have to completely disagree with that sentiment. They finished eighth last year. They finished above Bournemouth, and I think they're a great team. They give up chances certainly. So Semenyo's a great pick, but Brighton are definitely not a shit team. And Hertzler actually beat Areola twice last season, 2-1, 2-1. So it could be a close game. It could be even if it's high scoring, it could still be a 3-3, a 3-2, 2-2, 2-1.
Hmm.
I see division, but Brighton, I can't accept that comment. Brighton they're kind of underrated, and if even their underlying data, if you flick back, their attacking data is really good.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of XG, Brighton are actually sitting third in the ticker, which is really, really surprising to me. Open play, they actually don't even drop down that far. They're still sitting fourth, game weeks 1 to 3, which is really, really impressive. So I actually do see your point with Brighton. I think, but also Bournemouth. I still think Bournemouth's attack's really great. In terms of open play, they sit third, just behind the two Manchester teams. So I am quite hot on Semenyo. I just think this is a kind of home game that suits him, man. That's why I've gone for him. But in terms of just finishing explaining my draft, I have gone for Erling Haaland just because I think City's attack is great. I don't see Haaland blanking both of his first two games at the Etihad this season. I think from as a United fan watching us, I wasn't impressed with our defensive display. Lau Foster had two good chances, one of them offside, and I think Haaland could benefit definitely in game week 4. So that's why I've gone for him. What are your thoughts on my team?
So you have to explain the Alisson Becker pick to me because for me that is a complete waste of a Liverpool spot in my opinion.
Yeah, look, it's I've gone Becker just because of lack of other options. Like he's 5.5, he's cheap, he gets me the route into the defense. I could go Konate there maybe, but I've just gone Allison there because I think it's just 6 points nailed on, whereas there's a little bit less conviction in my mind for a pick like Raya or even like the Lenners and thing. I just really do think Liverpool will keep it clean, and I just like the other defensive options that are available. Whereas like I think Richards has upside, I think Lacroix has upside, I think Joachim Anderson has upside. Whereas I just think it's Virgil van Dijk and bust really in that team for the defense.
I, I can understand going one Liverpool defender in Van Dijk. Obviously, he's got attacking threat. Clean sheet almost seems nailed on at this point. But to double up, for me, I think there's a lot of great fixtures for defenders this season, this game week. Hence why probably reviews pushing the back five. I think you can certainly eke out value from one of those keepers, and you can really attack the Burnley fixture. I think that's an edge. Not many people have double Liverpool attack, and I think this is probably the last game week we will have Ekatike playing striker now that Isak signed because Isak's not ready. He said it in his interview. Even the Swedish coach today has reinforced that point. So I think Ekatike should be in your draft. That's one I would certainly look to bring in. But other than that, strong.
Yeah, 100%. In terms of XGC for the first 3 weeks, Burnley have had a few tough fixtures, but they do sit 20th in terms of XGC. And there is a decent gap between them and Wolves. Wolves on 5.7, Burnley on 6.2. So it is a pretty big gap. Obviously, Burnley have had a few tough fixtures. Obviously, played one of the best attacks in the league in Manchester United last week. So yeah, those kind of games can skew the data. Anyways, okay. Anyways, we're gonna move to Stark's free hit now. I'm very interested to see what he's cooked up. Why don't you hit us off? Wow. Yo.
Oh,
Yo, Pope
so
in
if
there, eh? Oh, okay, go ahead. Take it away.
yeah, so I'm on double Newcastle defense because if you revert back to the data, you will see that Wolves have the worst XG in the league and Newcastle have the best XGC. So it's them combining together, and I think they're gonna be without Strand Larson, so that's a big hitter gone as well. So I just at home with their midfield see them keeping a clean sheet, and I think they're an edge in the game. I don't see many people with Newcastle defense. I really back this fixture for them to keep a clean sheet. Munoz, obviously, just no-brainer pick. Calafiori, a shame we don't have the data up there, but his underlying numbers are phenomenal in terms of attacking threat. I think he already has like a goal and 3 assists or something. Like game week 1, 13 pointer, game week 2, 13 pointer. I think at home there's certainly an edge there as well. And I don't see many people with Arsenal defense unless they're wildcarding for Anderson just for value, 4.5, along with King, because they enable Salah plus Haaland and Vert and Ekatike.
Hmm.
JP as well. Like Brentford, Brentford I've lost to West Ham and Sunderland, and I think those two teams are quite poor. So I just see JP's minutes being really strong because Delap's injured. He's very versatile, and Palmer. I don't know what Palmer's minutes will be. I don't know if he'll be ready. So yeah, I see Palmer. I see JP getting very good minutes in this game, and I want to. I don't have him in my team, but it was always the plan to free hit him. So I just want to stick with that.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's in great form as well. Let's see what he does on international duty, but I really like the Calafiori pick. Personally for me, I would just go. I would be going Gabriel because I know Calafiori's analytical data and his underlyings have been really strong. But that changes in just one game week. Like, yes, he's been getting the chances from the set pieces, but that can switch all of a sudden. What I would say is that I do think he has way more assist threat than most of the other Arsenal defenders because he can actually play in those line breaking balls like he did to Victor Gyökeres against Leeds for that assist. So, and also now that I've had a look at him against Salah, I think he's clearly first choice when fit for Arteta. I don't think there's any chance he's getting benched because Skelly doesn't offer what he does, what Calafiori does attacking wise. defensively, Califury is looking just as good. So he's definitely first choice. His minutes are nailed. I like that pick a lot. King, though. Talk to me about King, because I don't honestly believe he's getting... I don't think he's nailed for 70 minutes. 60 minutes. Would you be surprised with an early sub? Personally, I wouldn't. Is there any thoughts on that, or you kind of locked with him?
So he's locked in the team. If I don't start him, he will still be the 12th man. He
Yeah.
is just someone who's pretty essential if you want both Haaland and Salah with these other strong picks like Ekitike and Verts. So listen, it's at home. He's playing Leeds. I'd say he's good for 70, 75 minutes. I think he's been very good. He's playing in the 10. I just think maybe Fulham's attack might be a bit more exciting with these new signings they've got on the wing. So
Mm.
yeah, man, I think King's a good pick on free hit.
Yeah. No, he's my eighth attacker. I'm just not starting him. That's only
Yeah,
one.
I'd love to have, but if there was one player I wish I had in this draft, it would be Harvey Barnes, but due to the Ramsey injury and Gordon suspension.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of Bonds. I started with him 2 seasons ago. In FPL, he got benched, but he still got me a golden assist off the bench, which I'll always remember. So I'm a big fan of Bonds. What I would say, the one thing that's a bit interesting about your draft is you only have one Crystal Palace. Are you like me? Are you a little bit turned off Palace because of the injuries, or what's the situation there?
I think their defense is obviously great, definitely top six. However, if I look at the data, I believe Sunderland are in the top, or are they top four for XGC? So I know the data is slightly flawed because they played West Ham, Burnley, and Brentford. However, I think their midfield's good, and I think Palace's attack has just been completely diminished. I mean, no
Yeah.
Eze for starters. Pino has been withdrawn from the international break. Stars ruled out, and Munoz is playing on a Wednesday away at Venezuela, and then he'll be coming back to play on the Saturday with a short turnaround. So I don't know. And even Mateta's interview after the game against Villa, he said that they're very tired. Without Star, Pino, Eze, Wharton against the defense that statistically has played well so far, I think it's just a blind fixture play. And if I look at it, I'm not sure if I want to back it over a JP or a Nekatike or Haaland.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I think also Sunderland are kind of catching Palace at the right time, in my opinion, with all these injuries. I think it's a great time to play them without Wharton, without Sar. I think it's a great time to play them. So I am with you on that. And internally in my mind, I'm also considering I'm just looking at I don't really care about the fixtures on the pitch. I just want to be able to put the guys in my team who are going to get the most points. And if I need to curve Crystal Palace, regardless of how the community reacts to that, if that's the right play, I'd rather do that. So I'm with you on that. I think there's definitely reasoning to go against Crystal Palace assets on free hit. Just because they have Sunderland at home doesn't mean they're going to smash it. You got to look at, that predicted 11 versus that predictive 11. So I'm 100% with you. I think your draft's great, but Haaland, I was surprised to see Haaland back in. Are you thinking he's gonna smash Manchester United, or is it an EO play? What is it? Because it's 14 mil, not capping.
Yeah, I just think at home, considering that you've conceded 2 goals to Grimsby and you also conceded 2 goals to Burnley, I think are shocking attacks compared to City's attack. Also, it's just from a data perspective. Haaland has, yeah, I think he's generated more XG than the whole Liverpool team, right? In the first opening 3 game weeks.
Mm,
And he's XG wise, he's clear of every other player in the Prem. He's literally City FC. Every attack goes through him. He's on pens. I think his expected minutes are great. It's a home fixture against what's been a poor defense so far.
mm,
I just think he's just a better pick than Mateta. And there's
100%.
so many cheap options. There's the only reason why it's possible is because of the cheap options that have great fixtures as well. So yeah, that's why he's currently in.
No, I get that. I've got him in as well. I think he definitely gets something against us. How big he goes, I don't know, but I think there is whole potential there considering it's one of his favorite historical fixtures already. And I'm not confident in our defense. I know Delict and Maguire have had good games against him in the past, but I like since Reinders, Pep, is it Reinders or Linders? I don't know how to pronounce it. Jurgen Klopp's
Yeah.
assistants since he's come in.
Oh.
I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
Haaland
know
has
you're
gotten so Haaland's been getting a lot more chances, and I feel like him and Kolo Toure are obsessed with getting Haaland the chances to score goals. Like Haaland's dominating their shots, he's dominating their XG. City have scored what 5? Haaland has 3 of those goals. Right, compare that to Salah. Liverpool have 8. Salah has 2 goal involvements in that. So I definitely agree with you. I think if City smash a lot of goals, it's going to be Haaland involved all day, every day. Ekatike, I like. I get it. What are you expecting for his minutes though? Like, are you expecting good or just average or?
I'm expecting at least 75 minutes, and I think that's great against Burnley. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 80.
Yeah,
And the reason why I've gone with Verts over Gakpo is because I know they play Champions League midweek, due to Frimpong's injury, I mean, I'm not too sure on it. I'm not sure how quick he'll be back. I'm not sure about Bradley. If Szoboszlai plays right back again, he was phenomenal against Arsenal. And for me, I think Verts' minutes are going to be fantastic. And he's on both set pieces on both sides. They're going to get a lot of corners. He's getting into good positions. They just need to find him. And I think Burnley will be way back inside their own box. And I think this is a Vert type of fixture. And I think Gakpo will probably play 70 minutes because I think that Rio lad, the young lad, he'll get 20 minutes in this fixture.
yeah, 100%. I'm with you on that. Gakpo, I'm a little bit less hot on this week. I think Verts. This is screams like a game where he's gonna get his first GA in the Prem. Ekatike's been hot, so I understand the inclusion. But personally, I'd be also thinking about Van Dijk because if you think about that Casemiro chance, and I know Liverpool aren't the best. They're not the best. What's it called? Set piece team. Like if you compare, I don't have their set piece XG up here, but if you look at their 3.43 total XG with 2.88. They've not created much from set pieces. Obviously, Szoboszlai scored, but Van Dijk, I think he could do something against Burnley because I'm sorry, Casemiro was unmarked in the box there, but it should have been his goal as well. So I really think, and the thing is, if Verts is on the free kicks, I always like in free hits. I always like to look at what's common GAs, and if you're thinking of Virgil Van Dijk header, it's probably going to be a Verts assist from one of the set pieces because he has set piece share. So I would consider that if you do become less hot on Ekatike, but I really do like your free hit. I think it's solid. I'm gonna consider more the Newcastle defenders because I do think you've got a really good point with that. Obviously, with them, if you look at it, the data XGC, Newcastle first in the league, Wolves lost for XG created. Makes a lot of sense to me. Cool, cool, cool. I think.
Yeah, and
Go ahead.
yeah, just lastly, Newcastle, Nally's fit, Maris is fit, Joelinton I'm not sure on, but they've got all their defenders fit and firing, and Strand Larson missing is a big, big loss for their attack. So yeah, man, I just think at home as well. I like I like to back defenses at home, and that all of my defenders are at home.
Yeah. No, it makes a lot of sense. I think I might have to join you on that one. But thank you for hopping on. I wish you the best of luck with your free hit. Guys, let us know in the comment section whose free hit is going to score the most points. It's definitely going to be me.
You ain't got this boy, JP baby, JP
Alright, and
baby.
also, guys, let us know your Manchester United Chelsea score predictions. Mine will be 3-1 Man United, a nice win at Old Trafford after Chelsea lose to Bayern Munich in midweek. Thank you, guys. Peace.